Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Final Upgrade coming at ya. Whew, deep breaths. We covered a lot last episode. This game's got a lot of information it wants to get to you quickly. And I'm doing my best to make sure that I'm maybe a little bit of a ease the curve slightly? I don't know. Not too sure. Anyway. We have finished Venus. This is looking really good. We have a lot of residual power here. We've got a lot of research. We got a lot of good stuff. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to jump into Mars and do a little bit of cleanup. I want to start building my own ships. In addition to that, we're also going to modify our flagship. We've got some stuff going on. Let's get some more iron moving here. And while that's happening, let's go ahead and build out a bit more battery. I didn't want to go gung-ho on the batteries right out the gate because that's a lot of iron I really didn't have. So go ahead and construct. Thank you kindly. Okay. So now, what we've been doing is I've been taking my flagship and ferrying energy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It kind of sucks, right? What just finished? Construct. Very good. This kind of sucks, and I'd like to automate that if we possibly can. If we hit U, and we go to the blueprints, and we hit here, and we go to ships, the thing that we want now is something called an energy carrier. Now, we don't have to customize all these. I guess for tutorial's sake and just going through, because we've already did the stations, let's just grab an energy carrier. This ship has everything we need. We have what our purpose is the batteries, so it can ferry energy back and forth. We also have the ship core. That is what designates this as a ship. So actually, can I edit this? New? Ship? Sure? No, that's not what I wanted either. Revert. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take... remove. Yep. What I'd like to take is the power ship and see if we can customize energy carrier. Copy? Oh, okay. Energy T1. Sure. Okay. So what we have here, and it might be really hard to see, is, maybe not, but we've got some gaps. This doesn't feel super space efficient to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this. Now it's more obvious. There's actually a dividing wall between the areas. Reason for that is if this vehicle ever gets within combat, we want it to be protected. That's also a reason why these little flanges are out. It's not just decorative. It's actually also designed to make sure that we kind of damage control stuff a bit. Actually, this won't quite fit. Which is unfortunate, because I was really hoping we can kind of maximize some bit of room here. Do you have to do this? Absolutely thoroughly not. But I kind of like to make sure as a battleship fleet commander, whatever, I'd kind of like my ships to take as very little time dinking around in between stations as possible. We're gonna... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Boop. And boop. Nope, it's a wall 2 segment. Boop. There we go. Cool. And wall 3 segment. Just pad this up a little bit. Oh, can I build over stuff? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Kind of thicken it a little bit, yeah? Something like that? Cool. Okay, I'm happy with this. Save. Build. Now, what it'll ask is if there's any materials that don't match, do we want to auto-build stuff? So if it's asking for iron, turn it into iron. I could also say if it's asking for iron, make it into iron copper composite, which is something we have no ability to make right now. So build. What I'll do is I'll just pick a spot for this. And just like any other construction, boop. Now, what this ship is going to do is we're going to build it so it automatically ferries energy from A to B. I need you to keep going, buddy-o. What we're going to be building is this energy carrier. We're also going to be building an automatic builder, like a build ship. All it's supposed to do is look for any construction projects, warp to it, start building. So it's another nice thing we could just automate. Right now it's been nothing but the flagship. Literally the flagship's responsibility has been taking the information, getting it to where it's got to go, manually building it out. So after we get some of these more specific ships built, we're going to be retooling our flagship. You build your big carrier of the fleet, try to make sure it can do as many things as possible. Then you build specific ships that handle specific roles, right? You have your corvettes, they're the quick damage, right? You have your destroyers, which are specifically against the corvettes. Or maybe larger ships, depending on the loadout. You've got your battleships that have maybe the carrier bays that have all the little fighters and are supposed to be bringing the big artillery. And then maybe cruisers that are a mix between the destroyers and the, and the battleships or whatever. All depending, but these are all different ships for different specific roles. Okay. We now have a crap ton of energy. We need to give this guy just a little energy to start. Just a little energy. Perfect. I'm then going to say auto logic, and the game just kind of handles it. I need you to be in energy carrier. So what it's going to do right now is it's going to listen and see if anyone needs energy. I'm going to cut the time down. I'm actually going to deplete this station completely. What we should see in about a second here is this ship should freak out and be like, I need to go get energy. Did I build it too big? Might have built it too big. Mars station low energy. Yeah, no doubt. Flagship complete. Flagship complete. Worst case scenario, what I'll do. What if I deplete you out? Auto logic. Energy carrier. No energy. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, did you not have enough energy to jump? Oh. It looked like that might have been it. Maybe I built the ship too big and now it doesn't know exactly what to do. No station with excess energy found. Okay. That might be totally legitimate reason. Let's build this out a bit more. Yep. I built that thing really stupid big. So that makes perfect sense. Maybe. We'll see. Here's some excess space I'm not using at all, which can easily be used for more batteries. And batteries are going to be the deal. So, let's get this working. I would like more iron, please. And I'm going to forcibly deplete this station again. Completely dry, right? So now we'll go to Venus. We'll build up the battery reserves. I think I might have built that ship a little too big. The normal ship that you saw has less power. So it's shipping a lot less energy per ding. Okay, well that's building out. What we should hopefully see here in a second is it should say, hey, I can go get more energy. No station with excess energy found. That's interesting. Are you sure we don't have excess energy? We still have a few more batteries to go. No big deal. Might have jumped the shark a little on this one, I think. If it still doesn't work, what we'll do is we'll build a lesser... Oh. Let me guess. Low energy, yeah. Okay. We'll try one more time. Auto logic, energy carrier. Anything? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause. I'm going to open up my ship inventory and tell you to stop shipping energy. Actually, is there a way for me to just get some energy going? I could build the smaller ship and that would do it. So let's do that. Jump there. Thank you. We're just going to build the default ship. Energy carrier 1. Build. Yep, out of iron. Right there is perfect. If you could get going. What I wouldn't mind to do also is build some more batteries here. I want to have it so that way we have enough capacity that it's not like I have to ferry energy over and over and over again constantly. Because that's no fun either. So in my hopes to try to min-max, I think I've gotten a little bit too carried away, which is unfortunate. Yeah, my poor performance is not indicative about this game or the way this game is constructed. This game flows really nice. But I was hoping I could be like, hey, I know how to min-max this, her, and then I did, and then it didn't, right? What I wouldn't mind to do, I don't like having my machines slumped off. That feels pretty good. Nothing's going to happen. I don't have an auto builder yet, so no big deal. This is almost done already, though, which is nice. I think we have enough iron. If not... One of the weird things about this game is teleporting materials doesn't seem to take any energy. Maybe it does and I don't notice it. Or maybe it's just a very small amount of energy. Mars station is low for sure. Okay. We have our ship. Auto logic. Energy carrier. No energy. Perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Here's some energy. Hang on, just out of giggles. Did you need more energy? It just transmits it right to Mars. Okay, auto logic. Energy carrier. Same problem. No station with excess energy found. No low energy station found. Well, let's fix that. Boop. Maybe I need to set up an energy flow. I don't remember having to do this before, to be honest. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep sapping all the energy out of it. These ships hopefully have enough energy to do a transportation on their own. No station with excess energy found. Well, we're going to troubleshoot this, because I am very curious as to why this isn't happening. We don't sell energy in a normal means. It's not a commodity specifically to be sold. It's just in the batteries. You know what? I'm actually just going to pause it right here. Give me a second to figure this out, because this is kind of crucial for the rest of the season. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I think I figured it out. So, teehee. If I right-click on the station node and manage... nope, where did that just go? Set energy policy. Give ships energy. Close. What should happen now... Yep. Perfect. Just like that. Okay. Pause. If you want to get rid of a ship, manage, self-destruct. Boop. And it'll just float off. All the resources in this game are infinite, so it kind of doesn't matter. This energy transfer is slow as heck. Now, there's something I haven't tried. It's called a transportation relay, which I'm not too sure exactly what this does. But now what's going to happen is our energy cruiser, whatever, is going to gather all the energy. And it should warp to Mars and keep it tippity-top full to the full. There we go. So now what we have is we've automated energy distribution via ship. So now this is something I don't have to worry about. What'll happen is this ship is going to, yeah, probably now bounce back for full energy. Yep. And we've got a lot of it. We've got a lot of energy production here. So now it's automated. I didn't realize that in the actual manage or set energy policy thing here, that was the kicker. So I've already learned something. I used the template when I played before, and that's why it like just worked, right? But now I know. So cool. Let's get some research queued up while I start working on other things. I would honestly like a better storage for solid and liquid. Let's see here. What else? So we're going to try this. Teleports items and liquids to a nearby station. I'd like to try that out a little bit. Upgrading the extractor, the stamper, the refinery, and the fabricator, and the compositor. I read that as composter. What that's going to do is that's going to make them require less energy, which is cool. What I would like is copper ore mining, copper extraction. We're going to need copper ingots, and as you're seeing, more and more this is becoming yellow. I'd like iron ingots, shells. That's all for weaponry. I don't think I'm that far yet. Let's let the research catch up a bit. Now, this isn't going to be full all the time. What's going to happen is the ship is only going to come back when it's like 20% energy or something. That way we're kind of maximizing the time we have. So, okay. Just as a demonstration, I'll take all your energy. The station should absolutely freak out. And what should happen is we should get... Yep, there we go. There's our energy ship. Super simple, super cool. Oh yeah, if you zoom in real far, you can actually hear the stuff. So let's delete that. What I wouldn't mind is getting my flagship back over here, finishing the construction. Shouldn't take long. I'll kick up time just a little bit. It goes up to paused, half, 1, 2, 4, and then 30 times? It's ridiculous. Okay, we've already got some stuff going on. Construct complete. Mars station low energy. Flag complete. T1 storage complete. T1 tank complete. Okay, cool. We got some good stuff here. Let's turn it back down. Let's go back to Mars. So now we have is infinite energy and infinite iron. It's going to become a very strong throughput problem eventually, but right now we're okay. Excellent. Copper ore mining. There's a few other ships that I'd like to get built, and I think I'll just use the templates for this one. The next one I would like is called the construction ship. The construction ship has separate zones, power, storage of other resources, the bots, and the construction cannon? This is where we're going to see, as I mentioned before, an ability to do auto construction, so I don't have to ferry around the flagship anymore. We're going to go ahead and turn up speed a little bit. Just burn through this pretty quickly. Yeah, I really need copper ingots to get us to the next level of population. This doesn't take very long to build as long as you have the materials. It's kind of a self-explanatory kind of a statement, isn't it? It sounded kind of dumb. You got the stuff? I got the stuff. Yeah, duh. And what we could do is we could be a little cheeky-breaky and steal from the station. Cool. Keep ourselves stocked up real nice. Let the bots go to work and everything. So what should happen is we'll set this thing to auto logic builder. What should happen is exactly what you think is going to happen. It's just anytime we're building something, it should just happen. And to demonstrate that, I'm going to go back to Venus. Let's just customize this up a little bit more. Oh, I don't know. More batteries, sure. I don't think there's a way to rotate anything. So we're kind of stuck with what we got. 3, 4, 4. Cool. Okay. So once this guy's built, I'm going to put him to auto construct. Oh, looks like he finished. Yeah, nice. Boop. Copper extraction, copper ore mining, awesome. So, auto logic, auto builder. Now, it should... Oh. Oh, there we go. It got the iron, and now it's just automatically doing it. Now I don't have to worry about any of that anymore. It's just done. Cool? Cool. I like it. Whew, that's actually really good stuff we got going on here. Now, do I have the next level of technology? I don't have iron ingots. Oh, we're researching iron ingots right now. Awesome. If I hit M, we can get a little bit of an idea of what needs what and what's doing what for what without a lot of effort. So let's talk through it. In the upper left, this shows what planetary resources available. In this case, iron ore. In this case, the carbonite ore. Carbon ore, whatever. The lower left one is what resources required to increase the production, iron ingot, awesome, of the primary resource. So I need circuits T1, enough of those brought in, and carbon production will be increased. In the upper right is what resource do I need to keep population growth? And the second icon, if there is one here, is what do I need to get it to the next level? Now there's little progress bars under each of these icons as we can see them, showing how much of whatever's going on. In this case, I've got a lot of iron here, sedating this planet. No problem, sedating. Why do I keep saying? Supplying, blah, 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 blah. Supplying this planet with what it needs. I don't have a progress bar over copper or copper ingots because I'm not making any of that. So that's kind of a thing. We do have copper in this asteroid, which we'll have to work on miner bots next. Mining robots. But right now, let's get some... Oh, we've already finished all our research. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get some stampers. Good old stampers. Sounds like a puppy now, doesn't it? Oh, stampers. Stamp, 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 and stomp in that order. One. Oh, see? Right away, I'm not doing anything. The ship is already here, already doing the stuff. So actually, I'm going to tell my flagship to scoot a little bit. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. By hitting X on my keyboard while I've got the ship hovered over. That takes care of that quite nicely. I'll just do this. So this is kind of what I was saying before, is my recommendation very highly is that you pause the game, which we did right now, while you're doing stuff. Because what can happen is if I built something I don't like, then this becomes problematic because my ship is just going to be like, I'm going to be your best friend, and I'm going to build all the stuff. Boo, 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 boo. And then it builds a bunch of crap, and it's like, man, I wasted a bunch of resources I didn't mean to waste. Wasting resources isn't really the right word for this game. This is very similar to... Satisfactory might be a really good inference point for that. The resources are infinite. You can't run out of stuff. Or infraspace or something. Any game where the resources are just infinite all the time. That's kind of what this is like. So all we're really trying to min-max with everything is just straight up throughput. That's the deal. So what I'm getting here is iron ingots. Going on. And of course we'll have to say, hey, I want you to store ingots. Copy to selected storage. That is so super cool. I can't overstate how awesome that is. Okay, and these take 1 to produce and 1 to produce. So again, I kind of have a mismatch here. I need 4 to 4 to make it fair. Now, what I'm assuming at this juncture is there's going to be little production hiccups, right? I'm not going to need a ton of ingots. What I'm going to need though is a lot more iron. So that'll give iron time to catch up. At least that's the assumption I'm going with. We can always add more later. We're just starting off. This is our first 2 colonies, you know? So, not super worried about it. Okay. I now have ingots. Who needed ingots? Venus did. So I need a trade vessel to get stuff from here over to there. So we're actually going to build our first trade vessel. I'm actually going to take a blueprint that we already have. Yeah, I don't like this one. Let's copy it. Trader T1. I think we could do a little bit of work here to make this work a little bit better. I don't want that. Get out of there. This works just fine for your very first trade vessel, like Babby's first trade vessel or whatever. Oh, not Tank 3, Tank 1. But I think we can get a lot more bang for our buck like this. Nope. Cool. That seems a lot more efficient. The way in which trade works is you can specify a specific ship to do a specific route, to do a specific thing all the specific time. However, that's boring. And the game actually does a really good job cleaning this up. So we're going to build this guy out of iron. Yeah, just one will do. And I ain't got to do crap because the builder... Yep, builder just handles. Builder shall provide. So we're automating piece by piece by piece by piece the game. And as we're expanding, we're working with new technology, new materials, new products, all this stuff. It just flows really nicely. There's not like a big brick wall that's like, you're stuck, deal with it. If it's a research we accidentally did too much in, we could always backpedal. There's a lot to the game. We'll see more of it later. Blah, blah, blah. I can talk. We'll see much more of it later. Oh, wow, that was fast and terrifying. But for right now, this works pretty good. This actually quadruples the amount of storage... Nope. Triples the amount of storage capacity we had before. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to select this, copy. We're just going to empty everything. And what this vehicle will do is it'll automatically select itself to what it needs to be. Now, in order to make this work, we have to set up what's called a trade route. So I'm going to hit F. And this starts with, what product do you want to talk about? And I want to talk about iron ingots. If I click here, we have a production, we have 400 iron ingots here. We have 0 here with a demand of 1,000. So I'm just going to drag this arrow here. I'm actually going to pause the game if I did. Priority 4 and batch. Batch says how much the minimum should be. Priority is how urgent is it. The higher the number, the more urgent. So, or lower. Priority 1 is lower? I can't remember. Anyway, the game is paused. What should happen is this ship should automatically say, hey, I need to transport a thing, and just do it. So we're going to set this to 1x. And this shouldn't take very long if I skip. Oh, I didn't set you to do it. Haha, auto logic. Trade routes. So we should see is a little pop-up saying, hey, iron ingots, 300. I can ship that many. And it's going to load up. So it already designated all the storage for me and everything. It's then going to warp to Venus, and this is actually an important part. So it warps to the orbit, and now what it's going to do is it's going to warp planet side and dump off the goods, and we'll see a 300 reduction right here. Yep, Trader 1 working. There you go. So if we're transporting a resource from a planet to the same planet, trade hubs are perfect. If we need to transport from one planet or one system to another, these mining vessels are beautiful. They work very well. They're very high capacity. They're just gorgeous. Now, we're eating through a lot of our back-end production, which is totally fine. Let's speed up time a little bit more. Once this gets full, we should get another order for... Oh, does it say copper ingot? Oh. Must be a glitch because I don't see anything here. I wonder if they'll request copper ingots. Yep, we're already darn near full up. That's great. Now it just takes time for the population to grow. Oh, let's go ahead and turn down time. Let's do a little bit more. That's the wrong button, silly Jim. I would like copper ingots. I already have copper ingots. Awesome. We had a planet that was nickel. How much memory do I have? Not a lot. What else do we have here? We have oil, coolant from water. Let's do that. Oil harvest, electricity from oil. That's cool because our flagship already has oil on it. It's just not doing anything with it because it doesn't know what to do with it. Speaking of which, I would like to start customizing my flagship pretty soon. I think I left it over here. That's our construction ship. There we are. Okay. So there's a couple things I'd like to tune up on this thing. So let's pause the game. Pause the game. There we go. Build. At a minimum, this needs to change. We already have better energy out of carbon ingots. So copy to selected storage. I also need to change the energy production facilities themselves to use the right thing. I don't know what to do with this oil. I never really know what to do with it. What I am also going to do is, since I don't need any more fabrication, I'm just going to nuke that out. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Nuke all that. Okay, yep. Gravity's weird, because stuff is always going to fall down, which I think is strange, but that's okay. I'd like some storage. 1, 2, 3. This is actually going to be iron ingots. Copy to selected storage. And now what we'll have to do... This is really weird. It's something that I don't really fully understand. But the... Oh. What just happened there? The robots can only see resources that are present. I don't think that sounds right, but that's about what we've got going on here. The robots that do the building can't really see the storage stuff. So we're going to do something like this. And what this is going to do is this is going to greatly increase... Let's just do that. Yeah, I love it. This is going to greatly increase our capacity. There we go. Okay. So instead of holding, what was it? 50? I've got 50, 100, 150 right there. Like, that greatly increases how much stuff we had. I actually don't need any of this. Yeah, let's do it. If we're going to mess with stuff, let's mess with stuff. I don't need any of this crap. Boop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, so that way those items fall into the great void beyond. I don't need this. I don't really want this, but I guess I do. Let's let that fan out for a bit. Speed up time a little bit. Just stack wipe the whole thing. Cool. Coolant from water. Oh! Now that's another thing that's a little weird. If you build using a template, what sometimes can happen is it'll just put the blocks back that were there before. Let's see, I thought I cleared all this. Not that big of a deal. And I don't want that. I want iron, straight up. I'm not too sure what causes that to happen, but it sometimes does. Actually, can I get another construction cannon? Weapon limit is reached. Research the... Okay, it's considered a weapon, which I guess makes sense. Very good. Clean, clean. And here's where we're going to change the pneumo tubes to accept down. We're going to copy tube settings. Boop, 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 boop. Works very well. And actually, let's get rid of that. That's already 200, and what did we have before? 100. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this resource zone. And we're going to resize this so it looks like that. So that way the robots can get to what they need to get to. And that looks good to me. Let's let everything get built out. And then I'm going to ask that you refresh the ship. Boop. Oh, copy, boop. Good. That's already significantly more capacity. Now, the next ships that we're going to have to concern ourselves are mining ships, and we'll get to that in a second. whole mess of research just got done. Amazing. Amazing. Now, another neat trick we can do is if the ship just needs to be refitted or patched up or something, we can right-click on it and say Auto Logic Restock. Now what it's going to do is it's hopefully going to warp about and go get more energy and go get more iron and go get all the stuff to get it up to snuff. There. Fresh energy, fresh iron. So now I can say Auto Logic. Oh, it's trying to refill the composites and stuff, which you can't find. That's okay. Stop. No more warnings. Cool. Auto Logic. I need you to be an auto builder again. So that's kind of neat. If we do this here, let's give this a try. Actually, you know what? It's been a while. Let's save. That's my old save. Boop. Boop. Nice. Auto Logic. Restock. No resource oil. So it's going to freak out about that for sure. But what it's already done is it's already filled in all the resources that we needed. So I'm going to say stop, because I don't need you to do anything else. Already full iron. We've completely refitted the ship with everything we had. Now, what's next? We need a copper production facility. I don't have any copper ore aside from this asteroid, so I'm going to want to capture that. And I can either go find my flagship, or I could hit I and flagship, and it points me there. So jump to there. We need to capture up some more stuff. So, claim sector. Now it's ours and we can use it. Now, I can't build a station here. The asteroid itself is considered a station. You might notice that if I hit build, which I did, there's no station core here. But if I were to go to a different territory we own, station core, right? So this kind of is a predicament. I can't build a mining facility in an asteroid belt. It sounds pretty stupid and dangerous, and stupidly dangerous, right? So let's go ahead and do a little bit of jumping. I want to build a copper manufactory. We could use any of the stations we already have, but I think I want to start fresh on this one. What I'm actually going to do, I really like our iron station. So to save us some time, let's go into the build menu. I'm just going to drag this whole darn thing. I'm going to hit Control C and Control S to save it. This is ore to pure to ingot. Sure, that seems fair. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to clear copy to all. Copy to all. That's the button I wanted. Okay. Nope. I wasn't done with you. Nope. I'm still not done with you. Reset. Copy to all. So it should be a very clean template. Yeah. I love it. Awesome. Save. That was interesting. Okay. So now we're going to go here. And I'm going to build. Actually, it's you. We have our blueprints. I'm going to build this guy. And the idea behind this is I'm going to bring raw copper here. And then it's just going to get worked on. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, it connected. Oh, you got to be super careful about that. Okay. What do you want? Copper ingot. Okay, that's fine. Plastic plate, electricity from oil. Cool, we're getting all kinds of good stuff done. Let's try this again. It's not a module. It's a blueprint. And... oh, the thing is missing. Okay. That's why it's not working, is because the actual... no, we're good. Build. Revert. Close. Thanks. The actual station core is missing. Earth station. That's totally fine. Okay, scram please, and scram please. Oh, whoops. Tell him to scram a little early there. I want to build this. So we built our first few stations very manually so we could better appreciate the autumn magic of all this. I'm just going to crank up the game speed to 4. Let these little guys bang this all out. It's going to be brilliant. Now we're going to have to make some modifications because we're not using a trade hub to get the raw materials in. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of rework, but the extractors and the stampers and the silos and the storage, all that crap is fine. All that crap is completely fine. We're going to lose a little bit of iron in this process, but it's not that big of a deal. This is so much cleaner. This freed up so much space. I could also probably get rid of the oil and put in more ingot storage, and that would work out just as well. Okay, you... Oh, I forgot to change that. Did that really copy it all? Awesome. Let's turn down the game speed a little bit. And you are going to be copper ingots. Cool. Okay. So, if I can get copper ore here... That kind of takes care of it already. So let's do that. We got a little bit of work to do. Flagship. Construction complete. Excellent sauce. So this is going to be a little dicey, but it's going to be fine. Just hang on. Debating removing all these batteries, or at least cleaning this up a bit. So because the copper ore is not local... Oh, I didn't mean to resume. Because the copper ore is not local, what's going to have to happen is I need a very large storage array. So let's see here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just go nuts. Because what's going to happen with the asteroid is it's going to be here, and then it's not going to be. It's just going to... We're going to mine the crap out of it, and then we got to wait for a brand new thing. That looks good to me. And then, do I want even more storage? Yeah, let's do... Why not? Let's do it. Okay. That can actually start building out now. Where's my flagship? If you could be so kind. I will need batteries. Batteries can look like this. Yeah, you got to be super careful when you're really getting into construction mode because you can just merge a bunch of ships together. And that could really suck really bad. Okay. Much of this game can be handled when it comes to civilian level construction. Can be handled just with... I'll just mirror it up here. Just with iron. The other materials are going to be important for military ships and the like, but realistically, we can get a lot done with just iron. We could also take all this to the next level. What we could do is we could make mining ships that automatically smelt on site and then bring the smelted products to us. That's another thing that can be done. There's a lot of stuff. Copy this. And is it a vertical rotate? Nope, horizontal rotate. I knew that. Yeah, looks good. All the more of this automation that we can build up is just less work we've got to fart with, which is brilliant. Okay, so we have a bunch of copper ore storage. This is copper ore. Copy to selected machines. Okay, so we have the potential to receive copper ore, turn it into copper, turn it into ingots, right? Now what I need are some miners. The miner ships here aren't bad. They're kind of slow, but they're not bad. Just to cap off this episode, I would like to build a few of these. I'm going to want a bunch of them, actually. There's no way to shift-click multiple, so build. I'm just going to spread these out a little bit so there's plenty of build space. I would like 4 miners. Now, miners are going to have the exact same auto logic rule as some of these other ships. We can just say, I need copper to go from this sector to this sector. And the miner ships are just going to slap their hands together and be like, okay, here we go. Was the night before Christmas and all through the house. And then just go on their own little tirade or whatever. Let's turn up the game speed a little bit. These ships are, I mean, you can make the whole thing literally out of iron. Energy is its own resource that they'll stock up on when they need. So it works really nicely. Now the way this handles it is, this handles it as a ore zone. So they can only have 50 or whatever, which is probably fine. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's set up our trade orders. What I have is a dire need for copper. So, this says asteroid, which means the supply is not infinite, but it's going to be enough to get us started. And batch 50, priority 4. It makes sense. All of our mining ships can hold 50. Now what's going to happen is in a second here, let's pause. We're going to auto logic, asteroid mining routes, asteroid mining routes, asteroid mining routes, and tell me if you've heard this one before, asteroid mining routes. All of these ships, whoa, that was fast. I wanted to kind of walk through it, but you'll see them warping around. Oh, did that work? What happened? Are you already there? Oh, okay, yep, they're warping in now. And they'll deploy out their little robots. And they'll just pull copper ore back and dump it off. Simple as that. Then they'll check the trade table and they'll be like, oh, I need to get this copper ore back to Earth. Earth is where we're doing all of the stuff. Earth station, low energy, construction stuff done. Are we at? Yeah, let's get to 4X. Let's see these puppies load up 1 or 2 shipments. And then we'll see how it all works when we get back to Earth. There's a lot that can be done with a lot of these blueprinted ships. Again, the idea of the blueprinted ships isn't supposed to be the end-all to solve all your problems, but it's supposed to give you a nice little easy tutorial to give you an idea of how stuff works. Okay, that's maxed out. So actually, I don't know if you noticed it real quick, 2 of the robots couldn't fit it on the ships, they just dumped it off. But these will warp into Earth. And let's get this all the way to the slowest speed possible. They'll warp into literally any storage that's asking for raw ores. That'll smelt down, it'll go through the chain, and eventually we'll get backed up. Is this a perfect solution? No, not really. The idea behind it is I want it to be very quick in how much we could store. I don't want a bunch of mining facilities or ships or whatever just sitting here being like, durr, I don't know what to do. So we get as many mining ships as we possibly can, so that way they can hit up the asteroid, get it mined, get it moving, get it out of here. I actually wouldn't mind 2 more of these bad boys if we could manage. You could give names to each of the ships if you want. I find just miner, builder, trader, whatever is fine. Another ship is in position. Yes, there is a ship in position. It's the flagship. Very well met. And now will you warp? No, okay, that's fine. I keep hitting 3 on my keyboard and 2 on my keyboard like I'm playing RimWorld. I don't know why I think that's a thing. in this game. That's plus or minus to manipulate the speed. So I'm going to let some of this copper stuff back up a bit. Do you have the right recipe? You super do. Okay, cool. I'm just going to let this build up a bit. We're not in a rush. And since I've already designated the trade route itself, I can just go auto logic, asteroid mining. Auto logic, asteroid mining. Cool. And let's local jump you right down there. Recharge station. Okay, cool. Yep. Yep, and all this is going to start to flow now. All automatic. It's getting charged. It's getting its raw materials. We're pounding it out into ingots. All simple stuff, right? Whew, I say that. I feel like we've covered a lot. There's still a lot to be done and a lot more to do. So let's slow down the speed. Let's call this an episode right here. I need to get up and stretch, have a little bit of water. So thank y'all for joining me. Name's JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you next time for more Final Upgrade. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.